Aptitude Test, Form A. This test is designed to predict your probable degree of success in learning a foreign language. You have been given a test booklet, an answer sheet, and a practice exercise sheet. First, look at the practice exercise sheet where you will find the instructions for Part 1, Number Learning. I repeat, find the instructions for Part 1, Number Learning, on the practice exercise sheet. Now look at the instructions printed there and follow along as I read them to you. Instructions. In this test, you will learn the names of numbers in a new language. After you have learned these names, you will be given numbers in this language to be written down. For example, suppose you heard someone say the number 213 in English. You would then write down 213. But in this test, you will hear the numbers in a new language. First, you will be taught the names of the numbers you need to know in this new language. You will need to know the names for 1, 2, 3, and 4, for 10, 20, 30, and 40, and for 100, 200, 300, and 400. If you learn these names well, you will be able to write down numbers like 213 or 431. Listen carefully now while I teach you the names for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Afterwards, we will check your learning of these names in practice exercise number 1. Tidge is 1. Mool is 2. Rad is 3. Sherm is 4. Now I will repeat these numbers in a different order. Try to give the English aloud before I do. Say the English aloud. Rad. That was 3. Tidge. That was 1. Sherm. That was 4. Mool. That was 2. Now look at practice exercise number 1. In this exercise, I will read a number and you will write it down. You need not say it aloud this time. For example, A is rad, so the number 3 has already been put on the blank for A. After I read the number, I will wait a moment and then I will give you the correct answer. You may correct your answers as you go along by crossing out any wrong answer and writing the correct one. Ready for B. Mool. You should have written 2 on the blank for B. C. Sherm. 4 is the correct answer. D. Tidge. 1 is the correct answer. E. Sherm. 4 is correct. F. Rad. 3 is correct. Now we will learn the names for 10, 20, 30, and 40. Tidgna is 10. Melna is 20. Rena is 30. Shermna is 40. Now look at practice exercise number 2. Again, I will read the number and you will write it down. For example, A is Melna, so the number 20 has been put on the blanks. Correct your answers as you go along. Ready for B. Tidgna. 10 was the correct answer. C. Shermna. 40 was correct. D. Melna. 20 was correct. E. Tijna. 10 was correct. F. Rena. 30 was correct. Now we will learn the names for the hundreds. Tijkanum is 100. Melkanum is 200. Redkanum is 300. Shermkanum is 400. Now look at practice exercise number 3. In this exercise, we will practice a few combinations like 132 or 314. For example, A is Tijkanum Sherm. This is 104. See how 104 has been put on the blanks. Now try B. Melkanum Melnarad. You should have written 2, 2, 3. C. Redkanum Tij. You should have written 3, 0, 1. That is 301. Now turn over your practice exercise sheet and lay it aside. You will not need it until later. Now look at side A of your answer sheet and find the answer spaces for Part 1, Number Learning. Part 1, Number Learning on your answer sheet. You will find the answer spaces about in the middle of side A, just below where it reads Example R, and you see how a sample number 402 has been written. These answer spaces are just like what we had in the practice exercises. As I read the numbers, you will write them down on these spaces, starting at A and continuing through O. In scoring your answers, you will be given credit if you get only part of a number correct. Thus, you must try to put each numeral on its correct blank, including all necessary zeros. In each group of 3 blanks, the first blank is for the hundreds, the second is for the tens, and the third for the units. If there are no hundreds in the number, you may leave the first blank empty. Write your answers quickly. You will not have time to erase or correct. Ready for A. A. Shermkanum Melnamul. B. Redkanum Tijna. C. Melnarad. D. Redkanum Sherm. E. Shermkanum Tijnamul. F. Melkanum Shermna. G. Tijkanum Renamul. H. Melkanum Tijna Tij. I. Redkanum Mul. J. Tijkanum Melna Sherm. K. Tijkanum Tijna. L. Shermkanum Tijna Mul. M. Melkanum Shermna. N. Renamul. O. Tidjkenum rad. Stop. Now we will go back to the top of the column where the example 402 is shown. Over at the right, you see 3 sets of answer spaces, one for the hundreds, one for the tens, and one for the units. See how the number 402 has been entered in these answer spaces. That is, a mark has been made for 400 in the first set of answer spaces, for 0 in the second set of answer spaces, and for 2 in the third set of answer spaces. In order to make possible the mechanical scoring of your answers, it is now necessary for you to start at letter A and fill in the answer spaces at the right to correspond with the numbers you wrote down from dictation. Make your marks heavy and dark. If you make a mistake, erase the incorrect mark thoroughly. Do not forget to make marks for the zeros you wrote. Go ahead now. This machine will be stopped until all examinees have made marks in the answer spaces to correspond with the numbers written from dictation. If you don't understand how to mark the answer spaces, study the example some more or ask the proctor. Now find Part 2 on the same side of your answer sheet as Part 1. Over to the left. Part 2. Phonetic script. You will not need your practice exercise sheet for this part. Lay it aside. First, listen to these instructions. This is a test of your ability to learn a system of writing English sounds phonetically. Unlike English spelling, this system is perfectly regular. Each different sound has a different letter or symbol to represent it, and each letter or symbol represents only one sound. Look at item 1 on your answer sheet. You see 4 syllables written phonetically. Listen carefully while I read them in order. Try to remember what sound is represented by each letter or combination of letters. After I read number 1, I will go on to read more items. Ready? Listen carefully. 1. Tick, teak, tis, tease. Number 2. Tis, tease, tis, tease. Number 3. Cas, kiss, toss, tis. 4. Cas, couse, cause, cows. 5. Cas, kiss, keese, couse. Now we will go back to number 1 and see how much you have learned. This time I am going to pronounce only one of the syllables, and you must decide which of the 4 syllables it is. Blacken the space under the syllable you think is pronounced. If you are not sure, give your best guess. Ready? Number 1. Tease. That was tease, the 4th syllable. So you should have blackened the space under the syllable which is spelled T-I-Y-S. Ready for number 2. Number 2. Tis. Number 3. Kiss. Number 4. Cows. Number 5. Cas. Now we will go to number 6, and I will read all the syllables in order, as before. Several new symbols will be introduced, but the sounds will be familiar to you since they all occur in English. Listen carefully and try to remember what sound goes with each symbol. 6. Tish, tis, tease, tish. 7. Kosh, kas, kaus, kaush. 8. Tish, tij, tausch, tauj. 9. Chic, gique, jacques, shock. 10. Quiche, kij, kaz, kaus. Now we go back to number 6 for a test, as before. Blacken the space directly under the syllable I pronounce. Ready? Number 6. Tish. Number 7. Kausch. Number 8. Tij. Number 9. Gique. Number 10. Kaz. Now we will follow the same procedure for the next 4 groups of items. 11. Tig, tidge, teague, teage. 12. Teg, tage, tedge, tage. 13. Gesh, gaze, gauge, gaze. 14. Jacques, jec, shake, shouk. 15. Cage, cage, cake, cake. Going back, number 11. Tidge. 12. Tage. 13. Gesh. 14. Jec. 15. Cage. Now reading all syllables. 16. Shake, shike, jake, jike. 17. Shike, shock, chike, chock. 18. Chite, cheat, jite, jeet. 19. Jike, jik, shick, shike. 20. Teich, teach, teach, titch. Going back, 16. Jake. 17. Shike. 18. Jite. 19. Jik. 20. Teach. Now, reading all syllables. 21. Dus, does, des, des. 22. Jag, jog, gag, gog. 23. Sheck, shock, shouk, shuck. 24. Teg, tag, tug, tog. 25. Shaj, jouse, jish, chase. Going back, number 21. Dus. Number 22. Gag. Number 23. Shock. Number 24. Tog. Number 25. Shaj. Now reading all syllables. 26. Thike, theek, thike, theek. 27. Dad, thad, thud, thud. 28. Taz, thouse, douse, thus. 29. Shud, shuth, shuth, shut. 30. Tide, tithe, tithe, tith. Going back, number 26. Thike. Number 27. Thud. Number 28. Thouse. Number 29. Shud. Number 30. Tithe. Stop. Close your booklets and wait for further instructions.